I want to start with our friends down in Lubbock, Texas. I want to start with Coach Joey McGuire, the mega booster himself, Cody, right? And they are bringing in Tommy Castellanos, right? Former quarterback of FSU, but we don't talk much about them over around these parts. Former quarterback of Boston College, former quarterback of UCF. How do we feel about everything that's been going on between playing pro, having the fifth year, being granted that fifth year, now being eligible to play? I don't want to dive too deep into it, but how do we feel about at least this signing with what Texas Tech is doing?
Okay, so the story with him, he went to a mini camp for, I believe it was the Titans. He was invited there. He did the pre-camp mini camp with them. Didn't make it, whatever, washed out, come back. So he's 23 years old. This will be his third team in 5 years. So he's under the current rule that they're going under, he would be eligible. I'm kind of torn on this. I think the NCAA messed up on the timing once again. Like they don't understand their own schedule. And they've created this huge problem that doesn't even need to be. If you're going to do a 5-for-5 deal, I've been back and forth with Pops about this. He's totally against the whole thing, and he's totally against all these players coming back. My thing is, why are you going to tell this very small select group of players that if they had the information now or then that they have now, probably would have come back and been taken a part of their fifth year? So now you're going to punish those guys because you as an organization delayed this. And it almost seems kind of intentional. You can't tell me they didn't know that this was coming. I mean, how hard is this to look at your schedule and go, well, this isn't fair? Well, I've heard a lot of people say, well, where does it end? Or the people before that left after 3. Well, you really don't have to worry about that because you'd have to go back to 2021 or better because COVID years. You've been playing with this basic same system since the COVID extra year was given. So you'd have to go back to a 2019 player, which I believe there's still one. It's what's the kid's name? He used to play for LSU, quarterback. I think he's still playing. He was on the 19 team. I can't think of his name right now. He's been around forever, but he's like still in the damn league. He's played for everybody. I think he's at a smaller. He's at a very small school now. He went to Auburn originally when he left there. LSU.
Mike Burden? Van Burden?
No, not Van Buren. He was with Mississippi State, then LSU, and now he's at somewhere in Florida. Yep. That's it. So it was a quarterback before that, but there is a guy that's playing right now that played for LSU years ago that's transferred out. I can't think of his name right off the top of my
head. I know. Is it TJ Finney?
There you go. TJ Finley. He may still be on a team somewhere. So look, when you're making this big of a change, I think you're going to have some issues, but that they got rid of all the red shirts, the medical red shirts, freshman red shirts, all that is gone. 5-for-5. I like that rule, but I think you could have just avoided all of it and said, hey, look, this one time, this select group of players that this applies to, we're going to allow it. Because the way I look at it, if I'm one of those kids, these guys know, if you're an athlete and you're coming out, you've got an idea where you stand. And if you think, okay, I can go and be a undrafted free agent, walk onto a team, basically fight my butt off to do my best to get cut, not make the 53, end up on the practice squad, making a good living doing it. Or I can come back to college for my fifth year, the same thing all these other players are doing, and have the chance to develop more, boost my value, and make a career for myself. I don't think it's fair to cut those guys out, but there's a lot of stuff to that. So I'm not going to die on any hill here. I know this isn't over. I expect lawsuits filed very soon. Probably, I would think as early as tomorrow. I don't know how that's going to work out just because of how they worded it, especially with the SEC.
Yeah. I mean, everything's living in the gray area. NCAA announcing this whole thing and, not being direct, clear, and concise in regards to, what the rule is and how it can affect those who maybe have left but maybe still could be eligible. Like the NCAA wasn't clear enough when announcing this rule. And now you see the Big Ten doing a conference rule against it. You see the SEC joining the Big Ten. I'd assume Big 12 may go the same route. But I kind of feel like Tommy has a little bit of a different circumstance because I think he applied for the fifth year even before this rule was even announced.
Yeah, he did. He applied for the fifth year, got it. Then went to the NFL and now came back. So that's probably the farthest reach. You got all the other guys. You got the Notre Dame kid. You got all the Ole Miss guys that are doing it, trying to get back to LSU, and it's just they're trying to make it seem sleazy, and I don't really see it that way. Maybe that's the homer in me being an LSU guy, and LSU for some reason has decided now to be the first to do everything, and it's just chill out with all that, guys. We can go later, but it's I don't see it that way. I see it as a team. If you're going to leave the rules open like that, especially with a coach like Lane, he's going to find how to attack it to make his team have every advantage, because you don't want to be sitting there, in October, November going, well, man, look at Alabama. They got all these guys that were in the pros, and now we're back where we were beforehand. I mean, if they're going to make it legal, then go for it all the way. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, and listen, I know we've talked about these two teams a lot this offseason, and I know it kind of died out when camp started. I kind of like that they're feeding into their personality of the most hated, or the team that people can't stand to watch heading into what's already going to be an exciting fall season.